Hi, I'm Natalia, and today in Yoga for All Bodies, I want to share with you some ideas on how to incorporate the chair into our yoga practice. Having a chair flow is always going to be amazing and super beneficial for those students and for us who are recovering, for example, from an injury that doesn't allow us to bear weight on the wrists or on the knees. And also, it's amazing to experience different ways of practicing asana. Especially today, I want to share with you different ideas on how to do the poses of the Warrior 2 family, Virabhadrasana Dui. So let's get started. We will begin seated in our Tadasana, our mountain pose. So ground through your feet, ground both sitting bones. And we will start with Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana Dui. The important thing to know is that for all chair yoga, the alignment of the body is not going to be exactly the same as the one we have when we are doing standing poses. So for this pose, we will begin with the right leg bent. The knee is bent in 90 degrees, the same as when we are standing. But a side note that is super important for this pose and also for standing poses, when we are teaching people that is a little bit overweight or has abundance on their legs, sometimes the angle is not going to be a perfect 90 degree. It happened to me in a class that I was asked to continue bending the knee, but you know, I have abundance on my leg and my bones were already in 90. So if you continue pushing, you can cause an injury, you will have discomfort. So keep that in mind, especially if you're teaching to some people that is overweight or have abundance on their legs, okay? So we bend the front knee 90 degrees, we ground the feet, and the first stop is to maybe just stay here. Because we are opening the hips, my torso is facing forward, and from here we can open the arms like a T. And this is perfectly fine, especially for beginners, or if you have super tight hips, you are already working, and this is a version of Warrior 2. So keep that in mind. The second bus stop is to extend the back leg and press through the outer edge of the back foot. And then we can bring the hands to our hips. Move the torso forward and leave the hands here if it feels comfortable, or open them like a T for Warrior 2. And we gaze forward through the middle finger, Warrior 2. Another option is to sit a little bit closer to the middle of the chair so that the bent knee and the thigh has more contact with the chair. It's not my favorite way of doing it, but try it on your body and maybe you will find that this way of doing it is even more comfortable than the one I showed you before. So we bend the front knee 90 degrees. And one more time, we choose to stay here, or maybe we extend the back leg and we press through the outer edge of the foot, hands to the hips, move the torso forward. The hips also move, but don't force them. Only move them until they stop. And you can choose to leave the hands here or open the arms like a T and gaze forward through the middle finger. Warrior 2. The second pose in this flow is going to be extended side angle. For this, we keep the same alignment and bring the forearm to the front thigh, and we choose if we want to bring the hand to the sky, and I'm pressing my forearm onto the front leg. And second option is to bring the arm through the top of the ear, and I keep pressing through my back foot, the outer edge of the back foot, and I feel the stretch. I'm growing not only from my fingers, my hand, but from my hip, my ribs, the shoulder, the arms, and finally the fingers. Inhale here, we come back to Warrior Two. And the third pose is Viparita Virabhadrasana, reverse warrior. So we keep the same alignment as in Warrior Two. I flip the front palm, bring my hand to the back thigh, inhale and reverse my warrior. The important thing to remember here is to ground through the front feet, keep pushing through the outer edge of the back foot, and the torso is facing forward because we are continue doing a Warrior Two. Because sometimes we tend for reverse warrior to do this. So no, remember that we have to open the torso. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Hands to the hips. And with control, come back to your Tadasana. And now I'm going to show you how to incorporate these three poses into a sun salutation flow. So let's get started. We will begin in Tadasana. Remember, ground the feet, ground both sitting bones. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And remember, take the space your body needs. Forward fold, and we release the head. We release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Push through the blocks. Exhale, start walking the hands for downward facing dog. Inhale here. And with control, bring the blocks towards you. Hands to the hips. And Warrior Two with the right leg. We bend the knee 90 degrees. Extend the back leg. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Hands to the hips. Bring the torso and the hips forward. Open the arms like a T. Gaze forward. Belly in and up. Relax the shoulders. Don't bring them through the ears. And we breathe here. Bring the forearm to the front thigh, and you choose to bring the hand to the sky, or maybe reach through your ear. Extended side angle, Utthita Parshvakonasana. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Flip the front palm. Bring the back hand to the back leg. And reverse your warrior. Remember, the torso is facing forward. Continue pressing through the outer edge of the back foot. The front knee continue bends in 90 degrees. Belly in and up. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Hands to the hips. We come back to Tadasana. And we prepare for the second side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the hands towards you. Hands to the hips and come all the way up. Second side. Bend the front knee 90 degrees. Press through the outer edge of the right leg. Hands to the hips. Bring the torso forward. Open the arms like a T and gaze forward. through the middle finger. We bring the forearm to the front thigh and reach through the sky, extended side angle. We rotate the ribs because we're opening. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Flip the front palm and reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Hands to the hips. And we come back to our Tadasana. So there you have it. These are some ideas on how to incorporate the chair into your yoga practice. So let me know what you think, and if you already have a chair flow in your practice, let me know which are your favorite poses. And I will see you very soon in a new video here in Yoga for All Bodies.